has been brilliantly demonstrated throughout our books, throughout our narrations, throughout their behavior and the conduct of our ulama, and some of the people who learned from our ulama. I remember reading that one young man who lives in the Middle East, he was bombarded by his school friends that you are a Shi'i and that you are an individual who believes in such and such, and they would laugh at him. And he would be silent or he would be patient given the difficulties that he was facing. Shia phobia is on the rise. On one occasion, and this was a common practice in those countries, I remember when I was in Iran, when I was a young boy, they would do the same thing. At schools, what do? They sometimes keep a child, one of the students, to look after the classroom whilst the teacher has popped out, either to make a photocopy or to bring something or to see someone for a few minutes, in order for there not to be any form of disturbance. The teacher appoints an individual and says to the rest of the class, you are to listen to him, you keep doing your work, anyone who misbehaves, he will tell me. So this young boy, who was one of the followers of Ahl al-Bayt, was chosen by the teacher. When the teacher left, this young boy was there in the class. The teacher came back, said to him, thank you, you can now sit. This young boy looks at him and says, sir, can I ask you a question? He says, yes. He said, you know, you have left me in charge of a classroom with a few students and you left. He said, yes. He said, why did you leave me in charge? Why didn't you just leave without someone? He said, because there will be chaos. You know, if there is no one in charge, everybody will be all over the place. That people will start screaming. People will start, for example, breaking things. I wanted things to be in order. The young boy looks at him and says, you have a classroom with a few students. You will not leave it without making me in charge of it whilst you're not there. You expect Allah and His Messenger to leave the religion of Islam without appointing a successor? That particular realization is powerful and profound. The teacher looks at him and says, how dare you teach me about religion? I'm the one who teaches you about religion. You are suspended from school. You are now to go to the head teacher, headmaster, and you are to be expelled from this particular educational institution. This young boy goes, knocks on the door. The head teacher welcomes him, says yes. He said, look, I've been given this notice. I've been expelled and suspended from this school. He says, tomorrow you come back. I need to bring your guardian, your wali with you. The one who is looking after your affairs, whoever it is, bring him with you so that we sign the papers. We're kicking you out of the school. He says, very well. Next day he comes. He knocks on the door of the head teacher. That he says, come in. He comes in. He says, where's your wali? Where's the one who's in charge of you? He says, he's just outside. Call him. He calls him. It's his friend. He enters. Head teacher looks at him and says, how dare you? I did not tell you to bring your friend. I told you to bring someone who's in charge of you. The young boy smiles and says, I thought wali means friend. He says, what do you mean? The man responded and says, Man kuntu mawlah, fahadha aliyun mawlah, means what? It doesn't mean whomsoever I am the friend, Ali is the friend. It means whomsoever I have authority and I am in charge of, then Ali is in charge of. You told me bring your wali. Why do you not accept Ali to be your wali? This is of prime importance for you and I to appreciate the importance of wilayah.